Hi, my name is Jamie Bianchini, co-founder and CEO of Pi, Purpose in Expenses. And welcome to our purpose-powered dealership summary, where I will summarize how your dealership can increase the support of community nonprofits while saving tens of thousands of dollars at the same time. Pi transforms expenses into donations without increasing cost or complexity. We've been doing this for over 5 years and working with dozens of the world's top leading brands in both automotive, RV, and other consumer packaged brands. Let's start with the end in mind. Where we want your dealership to get to is an event like this, where we're actually donating real dollars out to community nonprofits that your team cares about without any increased costs at all to your dealership. So how do we create more donations without writing a check? We transform expenses into donations. These are the cost buckets for the past 5 years we've become experts in procuring these expenses in a way that generates donations without increasing costs. For example, we met with Ty from Beaver Coach. Ty and his team are already donating in a force for good in the community for nonprofits like this. We asked him to start with the first cost bucket first, which was the most annoying expense. For them, it was payment processing, spending over $100,000 a year and growing fast. So what we did, we worked together and we completely eliminated that $100,000 expense while at the same time creating a new donation stream of over $5,000. Later, the following year, we created a $400 plus donation using their internet as a vehicle. Then we looked at their phone system, saved them money, and created another $400 donation. Let's talk about how it works. It all starts with full transparency model. That is the way we work. We always expose exactly what the fixed costs are, and everything on top when it comes to payment processing is margin. 100% of the margin for payment processing goes to your bank or your service provider that you're currently using now. So it doesn't support a nonprofit that your team likes when you accept a payment. When you work with Pi, we work on lower margins. Our payment processing partners work on lower margins. We're able to generate a donation when you accept a payment automatically without increasing costs. We generally can decrease costs so that you can now say yes. Every time you accept a payment, you're now creating a donation while reducing costs. So now you can celebrate that. You can create assets like this for your team to celebrate that every time you tap a card, you're supporting a mission that you care about. We've been doing this over and over again for the last several years, now having 16 dealerships and dozens more using this proven model to save over $1 million and creating over $100,000 in annual donations as well. We do the same thing with Microsoft. Working direct with Microsoft, 100% of expense leaves the community. And when you work with Pi, we take our margin as a certified Microsoft partner. We take that margin, we split it very transparently, and without any increase in cost, we're able to create annual donations like $12,000 a year with Dr. Bronner Soap Company or Sensiba, an accounting firm, $17,000 a year. These are real checks, real giving events, and sponsorships that can increase your brand, your culture, and enhance your community. So you can also use this to some assets like this. So every email now supports the mission, so it's beyond just an email. We do the same thing with phone and internet and energy, being able to move that direct relationship over to working with a value-added, purpose-driven reseller like ourselves to create donations and make Wi-Fi, every connection support a mission or every phone call support a mission. It's taking operational expenses and turning them into a force for good. Here's how donations work. So Beaver Coach, they have 3 services with us. We wrote a check and sent a letter to their nonprofit of choice. We then gave them a copy for their records. They were able to use that copy and that proof to move from a top 50 to a top 5 RV dealership award that they were able to have to enhance culture and brand. And enhancing culture and brand is something that happens because you still get to celebrate the recognition of the events, the sponsorships you're doing, and you still get to engage the team in that. And that happens every year, year after year, systematically. You have this new donation to celebrate without any increase in costs. We've done this over and over again. There's Beaver Coach, the second largest Subaru dealership in the world, saving over $200,000 a year and over $12,000 in donations. Very happy with working with Pi. 11 location auto and RV dealership, extraordinarily happy with Pi. We have many more you can talk to. The action item we're asking you to do now is to meet us, to do a 15-minute discovery call. We'll then ask to start to do some exploration of some of your bigger cost buckets. For dealerships, it tends to be payments, phone, internet, email. We'll ask to get an introduction to your finance team using your controller and or your IT manager. We'll give you a secure Dropbox link. You'll upload some statements up there. Again, this takes no more than an hour of time, two hours tops for the entire engagement. We'll look at things like payments, Microsoft, voice and data, invoices, and spreadsheets just to digest that data. At the end of that, we come back and we just make a suggestion. We show some options of what is possible. There's no obligation to do anything with those suggestions, but we will map out a way to transform boring expenses into exciting donations to better enhance the support you're already making in your community, but also use that to enhance your company culture and your brand, which all coming together helps you grow faster and be more efficient financially. So we look forward to being of service to you, your team, and your community, and having our first conversation soon. Thanks a lot.